Hey everybody, how you doing? Dash and Dave here again. Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. Just finishing up a delivery out to one of the housing complexes out here for the students, and I get an offer for my first catering job. Which, that's kind of a too cutesy name, is a submarine sandwich shop in Campus Town. You can see it here. It's 4 items, 5.6 miles, $11.80, plus a $2 on-time tip at customer pay. Notation, catering bag required. Okay, let's real quickly revisit the catering large order program on Doordash. Now, I've seen a little bit of confusion on YouTube about this. There's actually 2 programs. One, of course, is called the Large Order Program. Then there is the Drive LOF program. Not sure what LOF stands for, Large Order, whatever. Anyway, the main difference between these, as I understand it, is the Large Order Program is on demand. You get the offer on the app. The Drive program is pre-scheduled. That's how big and important these are, is the customer will pre-schedule it and then you will pre-schedule the commit to deliver. So what is the Large Order Program? Large Order Program rewards Dashers enrolled in the program the opportunities to receive more large order assignments than any regular dashes that they take. As of right now, this is an invite program only. I did get the email about the bag. We'll get into that a little bit more detail. But if you have not received the invite, I'm not sure if there's a way to get into it. From what I've seen in the FAQs here, they select certain dashers and then they feel, just like with regular dashers, they only need so many with catering large order program participation. You know, they're not going to give it to everyone. So anyway, if you ever receive the email, then, you know, we'll jump through the rest of that here. Okay, so we'll jump right to it. Do I need any special equipment to join the program? And effectively, yes. Due to the need to carry a large amount of food, DoorDash requires Dashers to have at least 1 catering bag in order to be eligible for the program. Here we can take a look at the requirements. 200 lifetime deliveries minimum, 100 plus deliveries in the last month, 4.7 average star rate in the past month, and 95% completion rate in the past month. Interestingly, since I have not been dashing for 2 months as I've been doing the UPS PBD thing, I fell out of top dasher status, and they required 100 deliveries in the previous month. So I've had no deliveries in 2 months, but I still got this catering order offer. And I'm guessing at the time I was the only one available that they knew had a catering bag. And then the second requirement, which they will verify with you, is you have to have a catering bag. You can buy one on the DoorDash website where you buy your supplies and stuff like that. And they also have several examples of ones on Amazon. And one of their examples is the exact bag that I bought previously from Amazon. So just like with the pizza bag that you may be required to have for pizza deliveries, you're required to have a catering bag in order to join the catering program, which is by invitation. But DoorDash makes it clear that you don't have to buy one of their branded bags as long as the bags that you buy from third parties meet their requirements. But within the invite email that I got was a promo code to buy one of the bags that they offer at 70% off. So they had it really jacked up. I think I got it for like 10 bucks with the promo code. But I see now that it's $13.95. And I'll tell you, this bag is roughly the same size as the one that I got, if not the exact same size as the one I got off Amazon. And I'll tell you, actually, the DoorDash bag is just a little more sturdy than the one I bought off of Amazon for almost 40 bucks. The one that I bought off Amazon has a couple of benefits to it. One of them is the insulation seems to be a little bit more stout, but it's very weak. It will not hardly stand up on its own, where the DoorDash bag, made out of a slightly heavier canvas, maybe not quite the insulation property, but stands up on its own. So then you have to verify that you have the bag. If you use the promo code to purchase one off of DoorDash, then you're automatically enrolled. Of course, you know, you've got the invite already. If you just buy one plain off the DoorDash website, then you have to take a picture and upload it, yada, yada, yada. If you ever get the email inviting you into the large order catering program, it'll walk you through the steps. So once you're enrolled and you're verified that you got the bag, it says, how do I know if I'm receiving large orders after enrolling in the program? As we see here, there is this catering bag required icon. Also, once you start jumping through the hoops as you are picking up the order, it will ask you to physically take a picture of the bag that you have in your possession at the store, ready to load it up, yada, yada, yada. So that's a not so quick overview of the large order catering program. So here's the order offer one more time. First thing, let's take a look at the clock time. Up in the upper left-hand corner, it's 11:35 when I get this offer, and it's delivered by 12:15. So a little bit more generous time frame to pick up and deliver this catering order. Okay, and then 4 items. So I'm thinking, like, is it 4 sub sandwich meals? You know, the sandwich, a pop, chips, cookie, or something like that. Is that why this is falling into the catering criteria? 5.6 miles, so really, you know, at $2 per mile, which is kind of my minimum right now, would be $11.20, 5.6 times 2. So $11.80 plus the $2 additional on time. It's well within that metric. So I took the order. Man, I love driving through Campus Town when there's not thousands of students trying to cross the street. The Which store is right on Lincoln Way, the main drag through Campus Town, and no on-street parking. You got to park around the corner about a quarter of a block. But I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I just might pull up and hit my hazards. As I turn the corner, we see a food delivery truck. Hell yeah, I'm going to pull in right behind him. So I get to the sandwich shop, as you see here, at 11:43, and head on in with my catering bag. The guy at the counter there, I said, he saw me with the red bag, and he goes, "You here for the delivery?" And I said, "Yeah, Doordash." And he goes, "Doordash?" And so he just didn't realize that Doordash was going to be doing this catering order. So I told him the name, and he goes, "Yep." He goes, "Okay." He goes, "There's 2 flats of sub sandwich. They're actually sub sandwiches cut in half, a couple dozen chips, and a gallon of drink." He says, "I've got just a few more sandwiches to build up and put in the box, and then we're good to go." And I said, "Okay, well, I've got my catering bag here." And he goes, "Well, I was told to put them in these large grocery-style sacks." And I said, "No problem, put them in there, then I'll put those into the bag." When I was in there and the guys were offloading the food truck there, I said, "Hey, take your time, you're running block for me." They kind of laughed, and then they ultimately, after they got the truck order delivered, they decided to have lunch there at Which, and so the truck just, you know, they just kept the truck there, of course, and kind of used that as a blocker. And I felt, you know, maybe I wouldn't have any issues parking illegally right in the middle of the travel lane. But you can see it's just as dead as a doornail out here. You know, it's just like a ghost town out here. And too funny, right when I was leaving, another DoorDasher had an order from Which, and he pulled up behind me. So thanks to the food delivery guys for running block for us. Then we had a little snafu. It turns out that the delivery truck did not contain tea that the customer had ordered. So I had to call her up, and she chose lemonade instead. No big deal. So the guy there got the sandwiches built, and we got the flats into the catering bag, and he said, "I'll just get that gallon of tea for you." And so I clicked confirm pickup. And at that point, that's where I was supposed to take the picture of the order with my catering bag. So then I ran the catering bag with the sandwiches out to Speedwagon. Too funny. You're not going to fucking believe this. 5 to 6 cars lined up behind me. And there's a semi parked in front of me. Oh my, some of these people. Does nobody know what hazard lights mean anymore? And I have seen this recently here with all the extra miles that I'm driving. People pull right up to your fucking bumper, come to a complete stop, and the hazard lights are on. Hazard lights means I'm a hazard. Drive around me. I literally had to wave them around me. I couldn't believe it. But everything went pretty smooth at the store there. You can see about 15 minutes later, I'm loaded up and heading out. Got plenty of time, 15 minutes, in order to get to the delivery site, which is just a couple miles south of where we're at right here. Let's rock. So I get to the address, and it's just one of these corporate buildings that have several offices in them, and GPS wanted me to go around to the back side, but I thought I'd take a look at the front. But you know, the pin was on the back, and sometimes that's the way it works. They have separate entrances, yada yada. The back door was locked, so then I went back around to the front and then made the delivery. Got in there, they kind of had a cute little lunch kiosk with a bar at this corporate office. Yeah, probably for them 5 o'clock meetings, you know what I mean? So anyway, I just simply took everything out of the catering bag, set it up on the bar there, and then went my way. So let's finish up the order and see how much I got paid. So as we recall, on the offer screen, it was showing $11.80 for the gig with a $2 additional tip at the time of customer pay for being on time, which would suggest $13.80 for the total gig. After completing the delivery, the total payout for the gig was $23.30. So over on the offer screen, Doordash showed $3.50 of the $15 customer tip. This is different than the $2 on time. I don't know if that's through Doordash or through the customer. I think that's through Doordash. But anyway, so Doordash hid $11.50 of the customer tip. I made the delivery at 12:10, just under the wire for the 12:15 scheduled time. So, you know, I started at about 11:45 to 12:15, a half hour of my time, 23:30. Hell yeah, bring the catering on. And after this month, I will have the 100, you know, required deliveries for, quote, the previous month. So there's no other criteria as far as acceptance rate, just what we saw earlier. So I should remain on the catering large order program. I imagine most of you watching this video also watch Bentley over at Doordash Diaries. My, he had the sweetheart catering gig the other day. I think he's in Detroit. Don't hold me to that. Anyway, he was running the downtown area, and there was just a whole bunch of traffic. He asked one of the police officers directing traffic, what's going on? There was a bowl game in the indoor stadium that is located downtown. He said, oh my God, he thought I'm going to have to navigate all these people and everything. And then he got a catering gig. He had to have the catering bag in order to get the catering gig, but he literally filled his car with boxes. Where did he take it? To the stadium. Somebody there at the stadium had ordered a whole bunch of, I believe it was Chipotle. Anyway, you have to go over to Doordash Diaries and watch that video. The GPS took him right to the gate. He talked to the security guard. He drove into the tunnel underneath the stadium in order to make the gig happen. Oh my God, it was just incredible. And then wait until you see his pay. Alright guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.